Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Megan Vareha. I'm a junior studying chemical engineering and minoring in engineering leadership development at Penn State. I'm very happy to share a little bit about my College of Engineering experience at PSU, and I hope that this answers a lot of your questions moving forward. So the way I'd like to structure this talk is to first relate my experience to something I'm very passionate about, and that is music. I'm a musician at heart, and I've been in choirs for over 10 years of my life. And what I like to correlate my College of Engineering experience to is the way one progresses through a piece of music before hitting the stage. At first, a lot of times the music seems a little daunting and it's hard to navigate, just like stepping foot onto a new college campus. But eventually, with help and support from those around you, as well as all the resources we offer, you're able to grow in such an environment, just like you're able to grow as you learn and experience a new piece of music. And then finally, we're preparing you to step across that graduation stage to receive your diploma and to hit the world stage with your new College of Engineering degree. So when I first came to campus, things felt a little bit like this, a little overwhelming. There's a lot of change to adjust to, and this piece of music is pretty daunting. And a lot of times college students feel this way in their first year. But fortunately, we have a variety of orientation opportunities for you to take advantage of as an engineering student to help with that transition. Some of these experiences include the one shown on this slide. First, we have the Engineering Orientation Network, which is a one-day event for all first-year engineering students to participate. It takes place the day before the first day of classes in the fall semester, and first-year students are paired with a mentor who can be a point of contact for them throughout the first couple weeks of their experience on campus. We also have the Multicultural Engineering Program Orientation, also known as MEPO, which takes place a week before the first week of classes begin, where students of diverse backgrounds come together to get to know one another, form a community, and also learn about professional resources on campus. And then finally, we also have the Women in Engineering Program Orientation. This was an opportunity I took advantage of my first year, and I so enjoyed it. As you can see, the variety of women, the amount of women that attended this event was so inspiring for me coming to campus as a first-year student in engineering. Specifically, I enjoyed my time with my WEPO team that first week. You can see the women in purple were my mentors that week, and they're still in contact with me today. So they've really acted as a strong support for myself throughout my years at Penn State. Next, as you're navigating through the new college life, we have a variety of residence halls for first-year students to live in. All first-year students are required to live in residence halls on campus before deciding where they choose to live afterwards. We have 5 residence halls. The first one is North, which offers a quieter setting for students to live in suite-style dorms. We have East Halls, which is our largest residence hall area, closest to Beaver Stadium and the Intramural Building, which is where the majority of our first-year students live. They're newly renovated, very nice for people coming to campus for the first time. We also have Pollock Halls, which is located on the southeast part of campus. These have a variety of special living options, or SLOs, which are hallways and different areas of the residence hall for students of similar interests to bond and get to know one another and participate in activities with one another. Similarly, South Halls offers similar opportunities and SLOs and is right next to downtown with plenty of good eats. And then finally, we have West Halls, which is home to Engineering House, also known as E-House, which is near and dear to my heart. E-House was where I spent my first 2 years on campus, and I absolutely loved it. E-House was a really great opportunity to make new friends quickly with other engineering students in similar programs. It was a great way to make other mentors and meet upperclassmen, like juniors and seniors who were still living on campus. It was a really inspiring time and a really great way for me to transition to living on my own. As you can see, this is my room in E-House, my first year, and I loved being able to decorate it. I also loved getting to know these wonderful people who I still know and love today. So now that we've navigated through some of the daunting music that we've just received stepping into this rehearsal, so to speak, it's now time to dig into it a little more. You're here for your academics, and we have a variety of resources to help you along the way as you're learning and progressing through your engineering program. A lot of times students think that coming to a large university like Penn State is going to look like this for every single class. Now, while this is a lecture hall on campus, it is only one of maybe 2 lecture halls that are of this size. But most of your classes you'll find look a little more like this. Similar to high school in that you have closer contact with the professor and other students. In addition, we also offer a variety of smaller group settings for you to learn your materials, such as guided study groups that are free for students on campus, Penn State Learning, which is specifically a math and I believe a language resource as well. And we also have facilitated study groups within some of our professional society as well as the Women in Engineering program. And additionally, there are also ways to kind of help you learn the material a little more fluidly, like sitting up front in a large lecture hall. Professors are required to have office hours on campus and opportunities like that. Additionally, we give you the opportunity to kind of craft your experience here and your academics. For myself, this looked like incorporating a minor into my program, specifically the Engineering Leadership Development minor. This has been a game changer for me as I've gotten to work with teams, I've gotten to experience real engineering work, as well as learn a slew of soft skills and professional skills that are so key for entering the engineering workforce. Highly recommend this minor as you come into college, as it's really changed my path and my career goals. Additionally, I was able to take my education abroad, specifically in San Sebastian, Spain, right after my first year. So even after only 2 semesters, I was able to take an engineering design course that was 2 weeks long in Spain. It was an absolutely gorgeous area, and we learned really unique skills such as 3D printing, talking with stakeholders about what they were looking for in a new design, as well as working in international teams. So now that we've dug into our music a little more, it's time to start working together and bringing the music to life as a group. And a lot of times you're able to do this in a variety of organizations that we offer at Penn State. Pictured here is our largest involvement fair held on Help Lawn every fall, where a variety of clubs come together to talk about what they do and what they're about in order to create various communities amongst our campus living. Additionally, we also have a variety of professional societies that we offer specifically within engineering. As you can see, many of these are tailored to specific engineering majors. I, for one, have participated in several American Institute of Chemical Engineering meetings, or also known as AICHE meetings, which have been helpful in my professional development as well. Additionally, I've been so fortunate as to meet a variety of folks who I know and love dearly now through the organization as I've been a part of. In the top left, you see a group known as Engineering Ambassadors, which is the reason I'm able to give this talk to you today. We do a lot of great outreach to schools to promote engineering and STEM. Next to that picture is the Society of Women Engineers organization, which is also part of a national chapter. And we do a lot of professional development, which has been really pivotal for me in progressing through college. And on the bottom is the Newman Catholic Club at Penn State, which has been a great community to be a part of. And on the bottom right is a picture of me with the university choir singing the Brahms Requiem, one of our masterworks performed my first year. And of course, you meet a bunch of wonderful friends along the way, featured in the top right. Okay, now it's time to add a little more dynamic, a little more spice, so to speak, to our music and really add some color to it, add some color to our music, our resume, and to our experience. And the way we do that at Penn State is through our career opportunities. We have a slew of engineering resources for you to look into internships, co-ops, as well as getting resume help and interview practice. We also have career envoys, which are peer mentors who have had an internship or two and are able to speak to their experiences as well as help younger students figure out what's good to have on a resume, how they dealt with the transition from academia life to work life, what kinds of challenges they faced, and how you can have a similar experience for yourself. Featured here is one of the largest career fairs in the nation, and this is held in our Bryce Jordan Center, where our basketball team is home to, every fall, where hundreds of companies come together. In addition to this platform being filled with companies, the concourse, as well as two other gymnasiums in the Bryce Jordan Center, are filled with employers that are coming to seek Penn State students. On this slide here are several of our sponsors for engineering ambassadors who really believe in what we're doing here as Penn State engineers and want to support us along the way in our journeys. For myself, I obtained my first internship at Air Liquide last summer. I worked in Newport, Delaware as a technical support intern, which was a really great opportunity to get my hands dirty, learn a lot about the engineering workforce, and also to explore surrounding areas. This upcoming summer, I'll be working for Merck in West Point, PA, and their quality department. And I obtained both of these internships through the Fall Career Fair at the Bryce Jordan Center, as you saw featured before this slide. Additionally, we have such a large and wonderful alumni network of Penn Staters across the state and the globe, with over 300,000 people in the state alone. There's so many people willing to help you and to be there to say, we are, whenever you wear your Penn State pride. And then finally, it's time to take your education, take your experiences to the stage. And that's what the goal is of this engineering education, is to really be game changers and world-class engineers on the world stage and make a difference in society. So to recap, I talked today about my college of engineering experience, particularly within the context of music, and how I learned to navigate my experience through a variety of orientation opportunities and mentorship programs I took advantage of. I've been able to grow throughout my college experience at Penn State through student organizations, through study abroad, through my internships. And then finally, I hope to take this to the stage one day and really be able to show people that this is what it means to be a Penn State engineer. Thank you so much for tuning into my presentation today. I hope that you consider Penn State as one of your top choices for college programs, and I wish you the best of luck. We are.